Welcome to Psomagen's overview of Mendelian randomization. Mendelian randomization is a technique developed by epidemiologists Davey Smith and Ebrahim that relies on Mendel's principle of random segregation of alleles into gametes. So one copy each of the gene goes into the gamete, one from mom and one from dad. It's able to provide a statistical measure of the confidence we can have in the risk factor, aka exposure's impact on the outcome. It allows the inference of causation, which is really valuable. And it's become quite common in many publications in the presence of large GWAS data sets combined with circulating proteomics data. How does it really work? So often single nucleotide variants, or SNPs, are used as the factor impacting the exposure. SNVs are set at birth, so they're not going to change with exposure or outcome. The genetic variant is treated as an investigational variant, and this requires that it meets stringent guidelines. IVs must not impact the outcome. They can only be associated with the risk factor or the exposure that's being studied. They also can't share a common cause, or they violate the definition of an investigational variable. There's some key criteria that have to be used if you want to infer causation. There can't be confounding or reverse causation between the IV and the outcome. Confounding is when the cause of the exposure and the outcome are shared or common with each other. Reverse causation is if the outcome actually goes back and impacts the exposure itself. The association between the genetic variant and the exposure must be strong. There are instances where people have used multiple variants together because alone, a single one wasn't sufficiently strong enough to be used to infer causation. The only impact on the outcome by the genetic variant must be via the exposure. Why would you want to do Mendelian randomization? Well, the benefit of being able to infer causation is quite valuable. It also eliminates bias that's associated or confounding in observational studies, and it can be used to provide the benefits of a randomized clinical trial without the cost. I've cited many publications in here, and in addition, I've cited our blog article that's on the Psomagen website so that you can learn more about Mendelian randomization at your convenience. Thank you for your attention.